fired, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I have nothing going on. That's wonderful. Here to take a look at this. It's actually an Onnera unit. Badged as a unit for being a house brand. Sold and came back. So here we have the compressor supposed to be calling. We have nothing. I am not a big fan of these. I just recently found out that Continental is using these damn things. Not a big fan of that. Here we got a contactor. Let's check that out first. That's usually the first thing. You guys say you don't see Scotsman. Here we go. There's Scotsman right there. Oh, let me get my stuff together. Let's try this contactor. Let's see what we got going on. We're not calling at all. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look for a stand. So I set you guys up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just popped. See that sucker moving. Contactor just pulled in. That was violent. That was very violent. And this compressor does not sound good. The fan motor hasn't started yet, but it could be on a delay. Get ready to open this sucker up. This is capped. Wonderful. Let's see if, yep. This is actually the first one of these I've ever seen without access ports on it. So now, I'm gonna have to check the system, see if I have any kind of temperature change. Sorry about that. Touching a bunch of stuff as I'm working. Take off all the screws. I cannot believe this thing has not been tapped into. And also, while I'm here, I want to show you a brand of fryers. I didn't even know they sold this brand of fryers at this dealership. This family has a number of stores in a couple of cities in Texas. I want to say they probably got about 10 or 15 locations. Strategically spread out in Texas. Oh, Yahtzee. Do you guys see what I see? Oh, you see this? Do you see this? There we go. This would have been easy. Ow, damn, okay. we definitely have heat. I just burned myself. Let me remove this. Here we go. This is probably the only issue that we had, is that they had the drain hose was looped. I don't know what they were thinking. The drain hose came over here and blocked the evaporator fan. What the hell? What in the world is this? Is it even in the drain? Oh, so I am. Ooh, I just burned myself, so I don't think I need to open this sucker up. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I don't think I need to open this sucker up. That's not going to be necessary. What the? Alright, somebody was new. This was their first day putting this line in. Ow! Damn it! Alright, definitely coming down now. Let's see what we got here. So this is why this came back. So this came back to the dealer, and we also had some damage. More than likely, this happened by the pickup crew. Instead of them, hey, what's up, man? Instead of them letting me come out on site, they bring it back to the warehouse, and I usually have to do this work. What's that? Oh wait, long here, walk out. I have no idea. I don't see any of the people. There were 3 people in here. All right, so now it's down to 65. Need service, you think? Oh, I don't know what they were thinking about with the placement of this drain tube. Well, you see it yourself. Not every call you get is going to be some major catastrophe. Not every call you get is going to be, oh wow, man, they used to have access ports on everything. Not every call you get is going to be some compressor, refrigerant leak, or anything like that. It could be something as simple as a drain hose. Yeah, this is a Scotsman dealer. That's why they got a Scotsman over there. I think that's a Scotsman bin back there. No, that's a Manitowoc bin. Oh, let's see here. You said Vulcan. There's my AccuTemp. I love AccuTemp. But here's Keating. Keating of Chicago. I believe that's Keating the popcorn people. No, that's Craters. I'm not familiar with Keating. I'm not pretending to be the know-it-all of everything, but yeah, this is new to me. I'm not familiar with Keating. I'm not familiar with them at all. This is something I'm going to have to look into. And are these lifts? Are these basket lifts? It would appear so. These are basket lifts. I am definitely going to have to look up. So they usually don't have the technicians come out to the customer. they're quick to pick up the pieces of equipment, bring it back to the warehouse, and let the technicians come. So this is one of the drawbacks I have with doing work for this dealer, is that the customer never really gets a chance to know who you are. Only time these people find out who I am is when they call the 800 number, and then the 800 number brings them to Onnera, and then they end up getting me. Here we are, down to 60, all because of a freaking drain hose. And you know what? I was actually gonna pass this up because I have these people on timeout. I do that from time to time. I put manufacturers on punishment. But for the sake of content, I decided to go ahead and do this one, especially since I didn't have to go to a client. I didn't have to go to a customer's facility. I knew where I was going. I've come here many a times, and this is about 15 minutes, well, not even 15 minutes, 10 minutes from my house. So we have a nice compressor on here. So now I gotta touch this thing without hurting myself. Wonderful. I don't know what they were thinking by doing this. This is ridiculous. Alright, we'll pull this out and down. There we go. So now we got a couple of loops. So we have a loop here. What we want is a loop so the water fills up the lowest part of the loop to prevent warm air from migrating up the drain into the box and the frosting product. So we're trying to give this thing, you only need one loop, but this drain is ridiculously long. So I'm gonna give it 2, just because I can. These units are extremely robust. Here we go. So now we got a loop. Nice, water will collect here. It'll be enough to siphon down. Take this nice little roller coaster ride and go into the drain. So this is a new addition. This drain. These compressors are new. Before they were using some other brands. All right, now we sounded better. And they're actually, so these are the Vulcan lock ring press that you are normally seeing, but they use the hydraulic press. They don't use the hand press that you and I would have. I have the Vulcan lock ring press, but I use mine for water now. I don't use mine for refrigeration. Here's all your beloved schematics, so you guys don't freak out. And let me go on around. 52, down to 52. Let's see what the set point is. Unlocked. Set point is -8, so this is a freezer. Oh man, we got ways to go. Do we wait? Do we wait? Do we wait? Tell you what, I'll probably let this thing get down. I'll let it get down a little bit more, and then I'm gonna end this. We're not gonna watch paint dry. We're not gonna watch the grass grow. True, the T49s, they light up my life. This is turbo air, bane of the existence of many technicians. But although this should be the newer design, it is not. This is still the same old design. The undercounters have been redesigned. I don't mind working on the undercounters. upright units are a downright pain. So just so you know, they wanted to plug this into surge detector, so I actually moved it over so I can have this plugged in directly, because they have all that stuff running off a fan. I don't want to cause other problems, so I've moved this thing over. Always a fun time. Put this in. There we go. So I think I'm going to do another video on that brand of fryer. I'm not familiar with that one. I knew about Giles and some of the other brands that aren't as popular. But that one there is not familiar to me. There are thousands of commercial brands out there. When guys ask me, hey man, what's the most popular one? It's all regional. Not only is it regional, but it varies by customer's demand. You're going to go into a Popeyes. Popeyes is never going to have Pitco. You're going to go into Five Guys. They're never going to have a Fry Master in Five Guys. You know, everything is, they test their food products on these different pieces of equipment to make sure that their food comes out the way that their desire, the way that they want it to. And so certain brands are automatically ruled out, and they're not going to use them. That's not to say that they won't. Let's just say Pitco doesn't design a new fryer. Well, of course, then they'll go ahead and give that new fryer a try. But it's got to deliver the same type of consistency. All right, so back is together. 44. Hey, it's all done. All done. Yeah. 43. It's coming down pretty quickly. Alright, but that's about it for me. See, these are all, that's Winvolt, but they have it branded as Gusto. That's private brands, so they don't have to compete with the internet dealers, because the internet dealers drive the prices down on everything. I know that firsthand. I used to have a store, and dealing with internet dealers is awful. Man, they are just damaging all kind of stuff. This door over here got 2 dents in it. I should ask them if everything's okay with that unit. All right, down to 42. I might just revisit this and come back when everything's all done.